Hello everyone, and welcome to Bible Stories in Lego, episode 7. So that's the second of the New Testament sequence, and we're looking at the life of Christ. 3 years of teaching and healing that have never been forgotten. 4 constructions to make using basic Lego pieces and plenty of imagination. I'm going to start with all my green pieces, and I want to make a hill because Jesus taught his Sermon on the Mount, the greatest talk ever given. It had beatitude attitudes, such as, "Blessed are the meek." Now, the meek are those with strength under control. And he gave us the term, "turn the other cheek," so diffusing tense and violent situations. He taught us to pray using the Lord's Prayer, warned us about judging others, and then gave us the golden rule, do as you would be done by. Others had only said, avoid doing evil to others. Jesus said, no, let's raise the standard. Let's actively do the good. There's a hillside, my Sermon on the Mount, Jesus the teacher. Now, the first of his miracles was at a wedding of Cana in Galilee. And even the people organising the wedding didn't realise how near they were to great social embarrassment. The drink had run out, but Jesus turned water into wine, and that saved the day. Even before people knew the full extent of the peril they were in. Jesus, kind and in the community, caring for people. There's my wine in its container. He also showed that he was the Lord over the whole creation. One time when the fishermen had caught nothing all night, and at night the fish are nearer the surface, and that means that they're easier to catch. Jesus then said, in the morning, that's in daylight, throw your nets over and try again. Well, reluctantly, they said, this isn't going to work, but we'll try because you say so. And their nets were full of fish. Peter instantly understood. There's my net, you see. Peter instantly understood that made Jesus the Holy One of Israel, the actual Lord of heaven and earth with us. And he said, go away from me, Lord, I'm a sinful man. You're not just a miracle worker. You are the King of creation. Well, Jesus says, no, do not be afraid. I've not come to judge you, but to make you a fisher of men, an evangelist with me. So Jesus using miraculous power to demonstrate that he will help us to be successful in mission. My final construction takes us to a first century home with, of course, the external staircase, because hospitality on the roof for visitors was very important. On this occasion, there were so many people crowding around Jesus the healer that people with friends, a friend who was paralyzed, they couldn't even get in. So they had to come up the outside, take off the roof and lower their friend down on the inside. And Jesus said, your sins are forgiven. To which the man looking up at Jesus must have said, I just want to get well. The critics said, if you're going to talk about forgiveness, you're claiming to be God, and that's very bad. Jesus said, let's sort this out once and for all. He said, there's inside a house packed with people. He said, look, there are 2 things only God can do. Only God can heal with a word, and only God can forgive all your sins with a word. So to show that I can do the thing you can't check, which is forgiveness, I'll do the thing you can check. And he said to the paralyzed man, take up your mat and walk. And he walked out, having come in, up the stairs and down through the roof, lowered down by his friends at Jesus' feet. And all the crowd were amazed, because Jesus had actually proven that he was the Son of Man with authority to forgive sins, the very face of God on earth. So what have we done today? Jesus, the great teacher, we listen to him. Jesus is a saving God. He rules creation, and he's come to clean up the hearts of man. Thank you for joining me today.